What is this silly music? Might need to change it. Trying different playlists. Welcome everybody. Let's get some hype in the chat before we make a start. Hello, can anyone hear me? I said hype in the chat. Hype. All right, welcome everybody. How are we today? Who do we have in here? We got Cons, we got David Urban, we got Jon Snow, we got Kisu Mang, we got Lotmo Crypto, we got TCIP, we got Andy Alexander. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Haven't done a stream for a week, maybe even 2 weeks. It's been a while. But yeah, nice to get back into it again. Nice to hang out with you guys. I mean, I've still been trading. We've still been doing plenty of content. Still been doing the daily update videos. But for a live stream, it's been a week or so. But anyway, nice that we have some stuff to discuss. So not only has Bitcoin and crypto been moving quite nicely over the past couple of days, but also we've had new all-time highs on the NASDAQ that I took a long from earlier, and also on the ES, new all-time highs on the ES. So the NASDAQ, the S&P 500 making new all-time highs, and Bitcoin making, getting close to those highs once again after the amazing long position that many of us did take from 38,800. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm feeling good about this. We're in this area where I think taking off some risk, hedging maybe into a short position. 45 was, I guess, essentially the main level for myself. If we go up to 46, then as you guys know, if you have been watching any of the videos lately, we do have a naked weekly point of control up there. And also that corrects the entire move down. So we are open to the idea of something like this playing out, where we come up into that 46k, we reject, and then we come down into the other NPOC, and then we just continue this range on for a little bit longer. So looking at that as a very realistic possibility right now. And you know what's going to happen when that happens, right? What's everyone's favorite crypto dimfluencer? What does that guy love? It is the diamond top pattern. The dreaded diamond top, that if this is to consolidate within this range for a little bit longer, it does look like we're getting that, which could then lead for that bigger correction to 32k as we go into the halving. So for Bitcoin, I'm kind of following on with either this plan, or the alternative plan is to make a new high, okay, as we come into the 1.618 and the halving. And then we have like a post-halving cool-off like we had with the post-ETF cooldown. So we see a couple of months or so of just chill after the halving. So a couple of ideas for myself that I'm looking at. Happy to discuss any of these plans, any of these strategies, maybe we can go over this in a little bit more detail, because I've explained this, we've worked on this with the crew, but I haven't really explained this in a live stream, like in a public live stream. So if anyone wants any more information about how we've come up with these levels, the timing of them, and so on, then feel free to ask. We can go over a little bit more of this. We can also look at some altcoins. We can also look at the NASDAQ. There's loads of stuff we can do today. There's lots of stuff moving, so it's pretty good. So as always, you guys are the directors of this show. And I'm just here to chat shit and to do whatever else. So let me know what you think. Hit the like button already if you have not done so already. I want to see likes. I want to see likes on this video. So we're only at come on, this is pathetic. So is the number of viewers, actually, to be honest. But we're only at 7 likes right now. I want to see at least 50 likes by the end of this stream. Hybrid Shadow, welcome. Do you have a video of what indicators you use? I saw you like a composite TPO one at some point. Yes, so the TPO that I use is just the stock TPO on TradingView. So I just have it set up like this, using the stock TPO. For NASDAQ, I'm using 10 tick. For ES, I'm using 4 tick. For Bitcoin, depending on the exchange, the tick size can vary. But for example, on Coinbase, you're going to be on a much higher tick size than you will be on Woo when you've got like different tick sizes and stuff there. But yeah, I use that. The other indicators that I use a lot are session volume profile. So that helps me find the NPOCs, although I do still use EXO for this as well. This is just, again, standard session volume profile on TradingView. I use the VWAPs. You guys know I use the VWAPs. Moving averages, and then we've got a market sessions indicator as well. I can maybe I can do a video that explains a little bit more about indicators that I use and why I use them, and what I use on like various assets and stuff as well. Who caught the long on NASDAQ? Did anyone here catch the long right when we had unemployment data earlier on? And it says upper house elections, apparently, but there was unemployment data at that time as well. So a nice little change in market structure here on the NASDAQ could lead us to higher prices as we go into the New York Open. Also, we could talk, has anyone been aping into the ERC404 tokens? I have. I've been a true degen. Who faded? What do you mean, who faded? Who faded what? I hope nobody's faded anything. Oh man, chat's so quiet. Why is... Look, chat! Speak! This is why I'm not doing live streams so often anymore, because no one fucking talks. It can't just be me talking all the time. And yeah. If you want me to keep doing live streams, like, and you're here, there's, oh my god, 50 of you here. Only. But this is kind of why I'm not doing live streams right now, because they are a bit of a waste of time for me. So, I'm going to be angry. Because if I'm wasting my time here, I'll just go. And we kind of discussed everything. Give me some altcoins to look at. Give me some other stuff to look at. Like, I do these streams for you guys. So, like, join in. There we go, PH. That's what I like. Yeah, do that as well. Tell me I'm annoying. Do whatever. It's all good. Not as degen as the new GME on the Sol network. Yeah. I can open up. I mean, we can have a look at some of the... yeah, some other stuff. I don't know if you can get that open on TradingView because... GameStop coin. Is this an old one though? Yeah, that's obviously not the same one. Can you check out XMR? XMR. Yeah, so we all kind of know why what happened with this. I don't understand why people would have XMR in the first place. It's just like such an old token that doesn't really like have any use anymore today when there's so many other tokens that have privacy and everything built in. But this was obviously from the Binance delisting it. So what I would say is, I mean, I wouldn't buy XMR. I just straight up like wouldn't bother buying XMR because it's the slow, even when it's been bullish, it's always underperformed everything else within the market. So it seems really pointless to me anyway. However, I think like other privacy tokens, maybe that's somewhere that you can look into. I know Zeph is an altcoin that has certain features from XMR that are quite interesting. Had a really nice run up. So obviously we ran this up as like, I mean, I was buying it down here and letting you guys know about that. And I'm still very bullish on this coin. It has certain privacy stuff built into it. And yeah, I think the chart itself looks really good. And for something like XMR, even if it recovers, it's like a 50% up. Whereas on something like this, to get back to the highs, you're looking at 300% move up just to recover the correction that it's had recently. So I like Zeph. That's one that I am looking at. I don't really know of any other like newer tokens that are doing a similar thing. So we'll see what happens. It's a little bit underwhelming because I had started reaccumulating around about $17, $18, and obviously it's dropped since then. But hey, if you can get entries on this around $10 and ride it back up to 50 or even 100, then that looks really, really good. Stinky Link looks good. Yes, Link is another one. So Link is interesting. We can have a look at what else is. Let's just have a general look across the market. Who's that that's subscribed? Thank you. We've got a new subscriber, MP. Welcome. Where do you trade NASDAQ? So I use TopStep, the prop firm, to trade the NASDAQ. So basically, not sure. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with like prop trading. I don't like have my own broker, and I don't trade with my own capital on the NASDAQ. I just use it as something to basically, it's another income source for myself. So I have 3 accounts with TopStep. I have a 100k funded account and 2 50k funded accounts, and I'm working on 2 other 100k accounts to transfer them over. So you can only have 3 accounts at a time, but basically I want to get like $300,000 worth of capital, and then I just scalp trade off of it. I take a few trades a day. So I did take this long out of that on I took it on 2 accounts, out of it on 1 account, still holding it on the 2nd account. But yeah, I use prop firm for trading the NASDAQ. Oh my god, what have I done? How's Luna's recovery going? She's doing really, really, really well. So she's walking again now. So she can walk. She's a little bit wobbly on her feet, but it's been a very, very good recovery. So it took a couple of weeks before she was able to like put weight on her back legs again. But then once she was able to start moving them and she got feeling back, she made a very quick recovery. If any of you have no idea what I'm talking about, my dog has a condition. And she wasn't able to walk for a while. It was really quite scary. She had to get like emergency surgery. So I've been looking after her a lot recently. But yeah, she's doing good. Thank you. I haven't turned the AC on. Hold on. There we go. What else have we got? David Urban, which alts are you looking at? Well, I'll have a look at my watch list in a minute and some of the trades. How to choose good altcoin or stablecoin? Or Luke, what's your criteria to choose altcoin to trade? So a lot of it comes from the charts, right? So there's trading and then there's investing, and they're two different things really. So for a trade, I'm essentially like the chart is 90% of my decision. Not 90%, maybe not 90%, but the chart does. It is a lot of the decision that I'm making. So I'm not too bothered about the asset. So basically I trade on WooX. So if anyone is, I know that certain exchanges have been having a lot of problems lately. I know that there's a lot of stuff that's been going on, but if anyone's looking for a new home, somewhere in which to trade futures contracts and perpetuals, I would thoroughly recommend WooX. You will be paying much less per trade for a round trip trade on fees and slippage and funding and all of that than you will be on the competitors. If you use the link that's in the description below, and also, is it this image? Yeah, there we go. And if you scan that QR code that's here, if I make this a little bit bigger, if you scan that QR code, use the code rebate or TaurusX, then you can get a 50% share of the fee rebates with that, plus $100 airdrop, USDT airdrop for every $1 million of volume that's traded, up to $1,000. So you can, make the most of that. And also, if you want a non-KYC exchange, because Hybrid Shadow, I see you in there, I use a new exchange, stupid name, but a really, really good exchange, and they're doing some really, really big things. And they're very similar to Bybit, but it's called Blowfin. And I believe that I also have that in the description below as well. I think it's in the description below. But yeah, basically, I will pin this. If you guys want a non-KYC exchange, then I trade on Blowfin. Stupid name, great exchange, and this code here will get you 20% off of your fees over there, plus bonuses. So you don't have to, obviously. I'm just saying that there is a reference link. Don't feel free to just sign up to the exchange itself, but by using the ref link, you do save money, you do get bonuses, and it does help to support the live streams and the content that we put out for you guys, because hey, we don't make much by doing this, but we love doing it most of the time when there's an active chat. And if you do want to help support, then that is a way that you can help to support. So thank you for anyone who is signing up using those links in the description below. So yeah, Hybrid Shadow, the Blowfin is non-KYC. Woo is KYC. You must do KYC on Woo. Check NFP, pretty new coin, but probably enough data. Is NFP, Is that the new ERC one, or is this... is this the one? This actually looks really quite good. Pretty keen to check out the Discord. Okay, well, there is a Discord link in the description below as well. And if anyone's interested, sorry. I'm really bad at doing like the promotion stuff. We will get back to the charts in a minute, but getting all of the key information out early. Alongside these streams, we also have a really thriving community, Discord community. So I'll show you this. I promise we will get back to the charts in a second. Okay, I promise. But this is a little sneaky peek into the Discord. Let me just unlock that and make this bigger as well. There we go. Okay. So this is Discord announcements channel. Over in the Discord, it is a we have a group, which is basically we do live trading on a daily basis. I'm always sharing my updates, things that I'm looking at. We obviously had this Jupiter trade that we were looking at a couple of days ago, which went very, very well indeed. We've been looking for this Bitcoin long position. We have those long positions. We have our other coaches. So French Bull, if you guys are interested in Elliott Wave, fantastic Elliott Wave analyst. Randall, master at volume, master at TPO, statistics and all of that. Cake, who's been absolutely smashing the NASDAQ lately. So had some really great trades on the NASDAQ. Even today, I think there's like 4 wins he racked up this morning and did this live with the crew. So this was traded in a live stream this morning for the crew. Delirium, legend, showing like great ideas as well over here. Fugazi, who's our Marmite man. You'll either love him or hate him. But again, if you want alpha, then he's over there. We've got a trading chat. So just always very, very active, the trading chat, sharing ideas. Loads of stuff going on. So if you guys are looking for trades, then we're always trading. We're always trading, literally always trading. So yeah, this is the trade that I took on the NQ earlier on that has subsequently had a really good bounce. We've also got this whole learning zone down here. So tons and tons and tons of educational content covering everything you could possibly imagine. And then we've got our DeFi section, we've got our NFT sections. So if you guys are looking for alpha on that, we've got some great guys sharing some really fantastic stuff. We've been looking at how to get airdrops, how to start staking your tokens in order to get more money, because we all love free money. So if you are interested in the Discord, then you can go to tauruscrypto.com and that will take you, well, to the website. So this is tauruscrypto.com. You can click join the crew and then, blind you all, $99 per month, or there is discounts if you go for multi-month membership. And yeah, there you go. Anyway, a few more things that we can discuss on the chart. What else do we want to have a look at? Everything's very, very green today, isn't it? This is a really useful... Does anyone else use this? Crypto Bubbles, it's really useful. I know that there's like paid services like that Morales Money and stuff that do something similar, but this is completely free and it's really good. So if you're looking at like what to trade on the day, it's really useful. So you can have a look, see what all these coins are. It's got the whole coin market cap stuff in there. It's just cryptobubbles.net. Been using it a lot lately, especially for altcoins. Okay, something I did want to mention was the CVD right now, because I know we've just had this other move up and we have been seeing a little bit of weakness from the CVD. However, so we can see here, if we're looking, we're still getting this increase in open interest, so we're still squeezing these short positions. But essentially, this has been what's been like leading us for the past, well, since yesterday's push. We're continuing to get this big increase in open interest, and whilst that open interest is increasing, you can assume the price will continue to go in the direction that it's going, which is up. right? We still have more shorts to squeeze out of the market. We've not really seen a big drop in open interest, and it's unlikely that we're going to top out until we do see that open interest start to top out as well. CVD earlier on was starting to look like it was losing a little bit of momentum, but then once again we got this bullish divergence. So we can just look at this here with price continuing to make these new highs. Okay, so you see the CVD trending down slightly between these two lows, yeah, but price making a higher high, CVD making a lower low, price making a higher low, CVD making a lower low. And then once again we've seen those short positions that did enter around here start to get squeezed out. However, open interest still looks healthy here, so we're in a good area of the chart to be hedging and to be taking profits, but this is looking really quite bullish. And it'll be interesting to see if spot is back in. So we were looking at this as being a potential top earlier on, but now you see spot is joining back in again. We're approaching the New York Open. I wouldn't be surprised to see us top out relatively soon, at least for a local top. But yeah, we are still squeezing short positions right now, which is very nice. Original poster, Fugazi is a hidden gem. He is indeed. He is. Although if you're in the crew, he's not so hidden, because he's literally there all the time. Which is great. Quite funny. Look, I say he's literally there all the time, and then we look at the last message in the trading chat, and he is the last message from the trading chat. Hit legends. Fugazi, Cake, Delirium, French Bull, Randall, Benny, our trader of the month. So we've been doing these trader of the month competitions now. Not competitions, but yeah, the best trader. Each month there's a community vote, and they win a prize. So congratulations, Ben, of course. Let's have a look again. So I was going to look at this. NFP, is this the right one? Wisp of Earth. If you're still here, could you just let me know if this is the correct token, because I've never heard of it. Because there's a few. If Wisp of Earth is still there, it's still here. But actually, I quite like the look of this. Oh, that's the wrong low. That. Volume's okay here, isn't it? I like this. So what you basically have, let's see where the POC is from here. So you've got that point of control a little bit higher, but that may be, we bring it into just this structure that's formed. Okay, you do have that point of control. Right. So I don't know if that person's still here that asked for this coin, but I do quite like the look of it. So essentially what you had, this is like really nice, just a Wyckoff schematic. So you have a range that starts to form. This essentially acting as a spring. You get a bit of a sign of strength here, coming back into that POC, recovering back down to your reference level, this being the level that got taken out initially on that spring with high volume. This is the key thing here. You see high volume sweep of the lows and an immediate recovery. Then you have a low volume move back down towards the low. So you have that high volume sweep, then you come back down on low volume and you start to consolidate again. And something I really like when you're looking at this, if you have this as like basically being the deviation, you're essentially looking for that downwards pressure to start to subside, and then you want to see a pop back up towards the top of that range. So right now, this is looking pretty good. I would imagine you've probably got the anchored VWAP here, which is the key thing to break. So, almost, right? So this has that anchored VWAP, and how I would draw this is from the high. Okay, so the high that you want to break, this is that kind of selling pressure. So there's options here. You see it's starting to get a bit of momentum. You would either look for, the thing I don't like about this is that in order to see that strength, you'd almost have to get something like this, and then you're left with a trade that basically only gives you, I guess, a little bit more than like a 1-to-1, right? Because you'd have to be looking at something like that, which isn't a particularly high risk to reward trade. So could you get something that's down here somewhere in order to try and maximize this? So you're kind of betting on this being the low at this stage, which is difficult because all you've got is internal market structure to work with. So essentially you've had low, high, hasn't made a lower low. So this is all internal market structure here, just consolidation. So there's a bit of risk involved that you don't know if this low is going to hold. I mean, no one knows if the low is going to hold anyway. But everything looks pretty good from this. I like the volume that was on that low, and I like the recovery volume that it had, and it's just kind of fizzled out and faded away. So the other thing you've probably got, okay, so there's this anchor VWAP, and then it's important to draw one from the lows, and I would imagine, all right, the anchored VWAP from this low probably looks a little bit, not like that, probably looks a little bit like this, okay, and it's starting to do that. So if you put an anchored VWAP on here, precisely, yeah, so that's exactly where it is. So it does need, it's got resistance that it's got to break through, but that does give some kind of opportunity if there is to be a pullback here. So what I would look for is then, I know this is quite a long explanation, but you've got levels down here. You've got a gap on the daily. Okay, you've got an untapped daily level from when it broke out. That's probably a little bit far away. Why is that like weird? It's giving me a line but no line. There you go, daily level. I'd go for the weekly. That's a bit closer. So you got your weekly, it's the weekly open, but it is essentially a weekly level. This has come up into hit that weekly level, and then it's rejected there. So you start to build up this confluence. Weekly level, anchored VWAP resistance. Okay, you've also got that 4-hour OB there as resistance. So unable to break that at this stage. In which case, if there is to be a drop that takes out that low, again, this might have already happened. You might break this already. But if there can be an entry within here, I kind of like this. So you'd want to get your entry in here. Invalidation at those lows, target those highs. And then you've got a decent R on that trade. You probably would take profit at that POC. And if it comes up towards these other highs. But that starts to look like a pretty nice trade to me. You've got reason to enter in and around here. It's hard. There's not really anything exact. The levels are kind of spaced out. So if you do get a pullback, that looks pretty good. Alternatively, all right, just wait for it to pop up here, and then you're looking at a trade like this, and then you probably, if it does pop up, then you'd try and get an entry where that VWAP is, and you'd be using this low as your invalidation then. So you might need to settle on something like that. So ideas, yeah. Hopefully that gives you an idea. Like that's how I tend to chart things, and that's how I tend to look at stuff. So I'm not going to post this because I don't know the token, so I'm not going to post it in for the crew, but it's there. It's there if you guys want it. I'll leave the trade on here. You know what? No, actually, I am gonna post this. I like the look of this. You break up, you eject from that point of control, hold for a while, and then you get the move up towards the highs. That's the one after just doing this analysis that I am fond of that setup. But then you have it in two parts. Oh my god, I don't know. There's two trades. I don't know which one I like. What have I done? There's two trades here. One of them's good, yeah? One of them's gonna work out. Or should work out. I just don't know which one I like the look of. I'm going to post this into the altcoins TA and just be like, something I charted up on live stream, whatever it is. Exactly. On average, it's a win. You got two opportunities to try and catch this. Why, who, what? Because he's abusing cake in our little group chat. Alrighty. Anything else to look at? Bitcoin's still, I mean, it's having a slight pullback here, which is kind of good. This is at the 618. So through that 618 now. TRX, wow. Yeah, we could have a look at that in a minute. New York is open. Oh my god. Okay, let me take. Do I take profit on my long here? I still have this long open, remember? How much am I up? I'm up $720. Yeah. I can show you. Just proof that I'm not fucking with y'all. Oh, I'm not up $720 anymore because it's dumping. I should have taken profit before trying to get this up on my screen, shouldn't I? Idiot. Am I going to dox myself? Kind of. Hold on. Wait. Boom. Anyway, you get the idea. This is one of the... There. That's the trade I got. But I should have just closed out of that one. No! No! I'm just going to leave this. There you go. Stop loss in profit. I'm done with it. Come on, keep pumping. It was right here. It was $720 and now it's down to like 400. You revealed P&L. I did. Once I reveal my P&L, then it's all over. But no, actually, this is fine. I can show you the rest of my screen. Basically, this is the other... So these are the two new challenges that I've got. So I've taken some trades today, made some good money. I took one loss earlier, negative 270, plus 45, plus 360, plus 130, plus 130. And we'll see what happens with this one. But yeah, these are the two new challenges, just to try and fuck. I'm gonna get stopped to try and convert my 50Ks into 100Ks. So I'm not too fussed about it. I can go a little bit degen. Anyway. Take profit before trying to bring it up on the live stream. Remember that. I might get away with it. Should I go long again? I mean, I haven't been stopped yet. We'll watch it play out. I mean, I could go, shall I add to my long position? Oh, it's gonna stop. I'm not gonna let this run into a loss, so. Come on, pump. All right, that's enough of that. I'm going to stop watching this because close it down. I do not need to know what's going on with that trade anymore. It does not actually matter what happens with that trade anymore because I'm already up on the day. So bye-bye. Bye-bye, NASDAQ trade. You're done. I made money anyway, so I don't care anymore. Creekside Patriot, Casper recommends you and the treadmill. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Casper as well, to Jason. Jason Casper. I did treadmill first, by the way. Odin, when Midas? It's still Q1, where the team are ironing out, not ironing out, they're squashing some bugs, I believe. I believe there's a few bugs that need to be squashed. And once the bugs have been squashed, then I do think that Midas will be ready for a at least a crew release, and then looking for a public release a little bit later on. So it's there. The problem with these bugs is they're very fast and they keep running away from everyone. So I think a few more need to get squashed. We want to make sure, I say we, I'm not really, to be honest, I'm not really doing anything with, I mean I am, I'm helping out, but I don't know anything about the coding of it. So I'm kind of clueless with what's going on. But there has been great progress being made. Wisp of Earth, thanks for the insight in NFP. Luke, I was looking to enter on that weekly level, but since BTC is looking strong, we might see first the breakout from PSC and enter on the retrace. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is looking like a distinct possibility. Are there any more alts that people want me to look at? Someone asked for TRX, right? Tron. Now, I haven't traded Tron for a long time. I do have some. Basically, I have some Tron just because I've got like some left over from I think the last market cycle. I just have some in my OKX wallet, which I can't even use anymore because it's banned in the UK. So I've got some hanging out in there. So right, there was that. That's a very old weekly level. Golden Pocket, that is probably where it is. It is precisely where it is. 2021, you got these highs. RH Max, good morning. Have you been following the green candles over on Hex? I have not been following the green candles over on Hex, but I have certainly seen the green bubbles from Hex over the past few weeks. I will get back to Tron in just a second, but whilst we have a super chat, the super chats always get my attention. So if you guys want my attention immediately, then you know what to do. But yeah, I know you're probably joking, but I've been seeing this and I'm like, I cannot believe that we have 2 tokens named Hex in the top 100 market cap in crypto. That is how early we are in this bull market. The fact that shit like this is still in the top 100 is unbelievable to me. You have some, like, I mean, you've got some good stuff in here, but you have some absolute garbage. So Hex in the top 100, CRO in the top 100, Bitcoin in the top 100. Ugh. Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision is in the top 100. This is how, like, come on, 100 to 200. These guys have got to put in some work, right? These guys have got to put in some work to knock scammy Hex out of that top 100 and to stop these green bubbles from showing up everywhere. So that's the extent of oh look, how late is that super chat showing up on the screen? Anyway, thank you very much for the super chat. I have not looked at a Hex chart. I will bring it up very quickly and then we'll get back to Tron, which is also kind of scammy, right? I don't know how you could actually TA. I mean, the obvious thing for Hex would be sweep down here, wouldn't it? It hasn't taken these lows. So if Hex was to drop into here, like actually legit, it would probably look like quite a good trade. But yeah, that's enough of that one. Tron. Man, you guys are making me chart some rubbish. You just got to look for that high, haven't you? It's really nice. What I would never do is to fade a parabolic advance, and that is clearly what Tron has been doing lately. It is quite clearly parabolic, and you do not want to fade a move that is quite clearly parabolic. So you have the initial trend, and then from this point you get the accelerated trend. Okay. And then you could argue that this is starting to get a little bit too steep. So what I would often look to do when you're looking at these parabolic moves like that, wait for it to top out, start to break this, and then you're looking for a pullback that often recovers all the way back down again. What comes up will come down, but you don't want to be fading it whilst it's still accelerating to the upside. But yes, certainly coming into a big area of potential supply on the chart. This takes you back up to those previous bull market highs, which is interesting because I don't know how the supply change is different now. So something else that's worth looking at, because you've had this big increase in price, is also worth looking at how that correlates to the market cap if you can, which you can. So the market cap, okay, obviously a lot more supply in the market, so the market cap is much closer than the price. So this is something always important to be aware of. You don't just look at the price, you look at the market cap. More tokens in the market means that the price is going to get diluted. So you may not be looking for price all-time highs, but you could be looking for market cap all-time highs. So that could lead you towards a move up of another 20% higher, which if you then go back to TRX USDT will not take you to all-time high. So 20% higher from here takes you close to the highs, but not quite. You guys, you still have Hex staked for max stake length. Man. Right. I had a coffee just before I started this stream. And when I have a coffee, it makes my bladder weak. So I will be back in about 30 seconds. Whoa, triple. All right, man, what a stream. So far we've looked at one scam, another scam, the NASDAQ. Ah! Guys, I don't think I got stopped out. Hold on. Let me open this up. I'm either going to be happy because I'm getting back out of this in profit again, because now I have got to close this now, or I've been stopped. Did I get stopped? Or did I win? Here we go. We're going to find out. We are about to find out. Where is... Come on. Where is it? Ah, Quantower, load. Hey, I still got it, guys. We're back up to 750. I am closing that position in profit. We are done. $765 win. Whew. We got away with it. Okay, good. That didn't work out so bad, right? Happy days. Should I short it now and just give back all of my win? I mean, actually, this literally looks like a really good short. But I think I'm going to take that win and I'm going to run. Not literally, because if I run on this treadmill... Ugh, look, I said I should have shorted it. Hey, we did it! So that is... So across my 3 accounts, I'm up 380 on one, I'm up 765 on the other, and I'm up 490 on the other. I consider that to be a very profitable, happy day for me. Okay. Whew. We did it. Thanks, chat, for not stopping me out. Now, NASDAQ can continue to pump to all-time highs now. I do not care anymore. I'm happy with that. What's the old Bitcoin doing? Are we moving? Oh, we are. Hey, another new high on Bitcoin. Can you check out USDT dominance and DXY? Yeah, okay. DXY, I would imagine, is looking pretty dumpy because we have indices making new highs. It's not. Oh, this is really good. So we have indices making new highs, but NASDAQ hasn't yet started dumping. So just wait for when the DXY starts dumping. because that's when things are going to get very nice. Very, very nice. So this is, again, an old chart. I don't really look at the DXY anymore. But if we were targeting shorts, that would have been the one to target, right? Okay, you come up here, you got a big gap here, you're either going to trade the whole way through it, or you're going to reject from just dipping into it. I'm bearish dollar. Yeah, so for the DXY, I'm bearish dollar. I would, yeah. I want to see this just, like, fucking die, basically. And if it does that, that makes me happy. That's where we were kind of thinking it would end up. And NASDAQ and S&P has been making new highs despite it. So now if this does start to dump, I think everything looks really, really healthy right now. If you're trading indices, if you're trading crypto, everything looks really healthy because the dollar looks like it can really dump a lot harder than this. And what that means is essentially no one gives a shit anymore about what the dollar's doing. So you're looking for something like the euro to start to recover. The euro has not taken out that low. Or has it taken out that low? If the euro has taken out that low, I would imagine we see euro and pound bounce against the dollar. And then the dollar, it has taken out the low. Look at that. So it has taken out the low. So pound and euro, because pound, GBP, also came into that order block down here. Yeah, so I'm bearish dollar, I'm bullish everything else. And for USDTD, once again, I mean, I don't really know what to say about USDTD. Like, how would you trade it? I don't really get it. If I was looking at this, I'd be long USDTD, but does that not mean it's bad for the market? I guess it depends if they're printing. If USDT dominance is increasing, then is that not bearish? Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? But USDT dominance is always increasing because they're just printing all the time. I don't know. Up. Like, if this was a chart, I can't share any alpha on this. I don't really know what it means, but I would look for up. Yeah. Bitcoin dominance, however, I do want to see that go down and get a little bit of an alt season started off here. BTC SFP. What, on the 1 minute? Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to open up EXO, but I will look at this here. What happened? I don't know. No, I don't know. I think... I actually think this still looks okay. I mean, it would be... It's a cheap short, isn't it? If you're going for SFP for these highs, it hasn't changed any market structure or anything yet. You do have some high volume on that. I need to load EXO up and I need to look if we've got trapped delta up at the high. So if this had like a high positive delta, like a delta high was significant. But it won't, no, the delta high won't be significant because look, you didn't make a new high on the CVD overall. I don't know. I'm still kind of bullish here. Yeah, I'm still kind of bullish. I don't think that looks like enough to be... I can't think that. I don't have the XO in front of me. Bear with. Gotta open up something else. So let me close out of Quant Tower. Otherwise my computer is going to start lagging like mad. And we can look at the footprint here. I try and just keep it to this because it does start to get a little bit laggy if I open up too many things. I want a 1 minute. See, lag. Can you, is the lag coming through your end? XO is causing me crazy lag these days when I bring it up on OBS. I don't know why. Taking forever to load. I've got a really fast computer as well. This is like probably the main reason why I've stopped using XO is just how slow it's been getting. Am I lagging for anyone else? I can see it on my side, but hopefully the stream is okay. So I'm trying to open up footprint data so you can look at this high. There we go, we got it. I'm going to load luxuries template. Just because that's already set up and ready to go. If anyone does not already follow Luxury on Twitter, then make sure you do. Okay. Here we go. Alright, hi. Delta Min and Delta Max is what we want to be looking at. It wasn't a lot, you know. It wasn't a bit of a drop off in open interest. It did close on positive delta. You do have some trap traders up there, but how much volume is realistically up there? I don't think that's enough for me to say that that is the top yet. But you do have the POC. Yeah, as a scalp trade, that's fine. That looks like a decent little scalp trade there. So if you were to go, essentially, price gets back through here, you're going to make new highs again. Price doesn't get back through there, then it's looking okay. You had positive delta on the candle, you had a pretty decent delta high there, and you do have trap longs at the top. A lot of that being shorts getting stopped, but yeah. I'm going to close XO because it does create too much lag, and it's not actually it's not telling us very much here. I'd have to check other exchanges, and it takes fucking ages to load. So yeah. Essentially, right, what I want to see from a footprint chart, maybe I can show you this on Trading Light, where the footprint's a little bit easier to, or it doesn't take as long to load up. Oh, man. I'll see if there is an example here. Let's go Binance. Let's go 5M. Let me see if I can get this set up. Okay. All right, you see this? But yeah, it doesn't have a big increase in CVD here. You gotta open interest is still increasing. This is going higher. Yeah, it might top out, but I don't think that's the high yet. I'd be surprised if it is. It's a scalp, okay? It's a scalp trade, but that doesn't look like you've got, like, yeah. Enough of it. I can't be bothered with the low time frames on Bitcoin. They're just so unreliable right now. I'm still long. Yeah, it's a little SFP. It's a mini one like this, yeah? So what we've got now is kind of similar to this. It can probably cool off for a little bit, but for that to be the top, I'm not sure. I'd say we're probably looking at something like chill out, higher later. Okay, the lag should be better now because I've closed EXO. It is no longer open on my computer, so there should not be any lag anymore. Ah, look at that! Look. London highs taken. No, Asia highs taken on the NASDAQ. Asia highs taken on the NASDAQ. What would I like to see for a BTC top? Well, first of all, I'm not fussed about catching the top in any way, shape, or form. I do not care about catching wherever this local top may be on Bitcoin. I'm really not bothered about it. However, what makes me think, like, I honestly think we're just gonna start to go a bit sideways again. And even then, okay, let's say if we go up to 46k and we drop back to 44, I probably won't bother with the short for that, because the problem is you've got no real risk to reward by doing that. Like, trade the trend that it's in. It went through a long consolidation, okay? We're only 24 hours out of that consolidation. This is very similar to what happened back in October, where, for all you know, yeah, okay, cool, you might come up to 46 and it might reject, but your invalidation essentially is up here, which is a really poor invalidation to have. And it could just keep doing this. There's nothing here to suggest to me that, like, I want to short this back down to like crazy low levels at the moment. Now, if we lose, I will short on weakness. I don't give a shit. I do not care at all about catching wherever this high ends up. I'm in the long, I've taken profit off of that. Cool, good with that. Now, if we lose key levels, okay, then I will look to short. And by that, what I mean, look at where the low is. Look at where your POC is. Look at where the anchored VWAP is from the low. Okay, anchored VWAP probably a little bit far away, but, right, when I will short, I will get aggressive on weakness. Okay, I get aggressive in strength, I get aggressive on weakness. Now, if price drops back down, gets caught back within this range, I will look for shorts around here, and I will take whatever the hell it wants to give me, and then I will look for a big flush afterwards. So I would rather short something like this that is exhibiting signs of weakness, and you have bearish market structure to base your trading decision off of, and you can get a really good R trade off of that gives you high probability because you're already crashing at that stage, and you're just at that stage liquidating longs, and you're just crushing them. So I want to be in the move when longs are getting crushed, not when shorts are getting crushed. Yeah, I'm very happy to take a trade on weakness because your invalidation will not be this. Even if it tops out here, and let's say you go like this, all right, you're already going to be in a downtrend. It's going to be really easy just to capitalize on that and send it lower. So that's probably when I would look for a short. It does not make sense to me to try and time the high. The only time I timed the high was because we had a high time frame level here. So when you come into high time frame levels that are external levels, then yes, absolutely, you can look to catch that. So first of all, okay, there could be a good short opportunity here that takes you back down to 40K. All right, I'm saying that is something that could very, very easily happen. But long consolidation, I do think that to reverse after 24 hours is a little bit unlikely. And it's very different from something that's external, okay? I did short the high because we had reason to do that. Okay, you had confluence with the value area high at this range. We took liquidity, okay? It took liquidity, it was going higher. It was the 618 and there was a reason in which to short it. When you're left with these internal levels, it's the same reason I took the long down here. Okay, we'd planned for that scenario. When you're in the middle of this range, it's kind of like a do-nothing situation. So, long, short, shorts, longs, do nothing. Basically, that's how I prefer to trade it. And then you wrap it up into a nice little sweetie. And then this is your do nothing range. If you're long, happy days. Just taking profits. And look for shorts if there is to be a move higher. You look for a distribution higher than these two levels, or an accumulation lower than these levels. Now, every time I say something, I then contradict myself because you can scalp it. This is when it gets really confusing. Because yeah, you can scalp it. I'm contradicting myself so much here, aren't I? That's trading. And like, a fine example of that is I scalped the shit out of internal levels on the NASDAQ. I just don't bother with Bitcoin right now. I just like to... The last trade I took on Bitcoin was the long from 38,800. I'm still in it. Still in it. Unless I'm taking little scalps. Again, I'm contradicting myself. On BTC, I've noticed a lot of confluence with ES lately, and inversely so of the DXY. Do you use these for any confluence in your analysis? Millennial crypto investing, I would say no. I mean, I used to, but right now, not a correlation. Not one that I'm seeing. I mean, the correlation is incredibly low. Maybe like a year ago, there was high correlation between the NASDAQ, the ES, and what Bitcoin's doing. Now I don't see the correlation personally anymore. There is a correlation index. What is the correlation indexy thing? BTC. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. I don't look at it anymore, and I'm not really fussed what the DXY is doing anymore either. Why am I on a hex chart? Let's look at something that's pumpy. Casper. Let's look at some of the trades I'm in. So, time to look at some trades that I'm in, that I have. So first of all, I'm in the Bitcoin trade, the Bitcoin long, from the absolute bottom. Bragging rights are all mine. So I have this trade. And I will continue to show this trade-off because yeah, that's a like sexy entry. Yeah. Secondly, okay, what other trades am I in? What other trades have we been talking about? Algo, we want to look at algo. And also let's find some new trades. Let's find something where if we are to get a pullback, whether there are going to be any other trades here. Algo, okay, been speaking about this. So I have that trade open. This was shared with the crew. I'd be very open if the market goes on another little bad bull run. Kind of bullish on algo, right? See how it goes for now. After that, we have Dogecoin. DYDX again. Caught the long on DYDX. Again, a little bit hopeful. See how it goes. We've taken out a high. It is taking profit already. Very small moves at the moment. Dogecoin was... That POC's moved. POC has shifted up here. Atom. I don't think I shared this. I just longed it because I was like, Tier's pumping, so therefore Atom will pump. Because Tier is an Atom token. Pyth. Jupiter. Shared this one. Where is it? Ugh. Yeah, we hit take profit 1 and it's now consolidating here. But I actually quite like this. Let's go again. These high volume candles are really quite nice. I have started using them a lot more lately. What happens? You impulse, high, bang, big move. Price then comes back down, recovers the big bang move. Find support down there, an opportunity to get back in. So an opportunity to go back in if you had taken profit, compound the long position. You also have fibs lining up down there. Came into the 786, deep retrace, cheap trade. All right, can still be looking for higher on this. Might not work out. This is a very hated token overall. People do not like Jupiter, but it is holding the point of control. It is holding the big impulse that it had. And if it starts to break out of this like local downtrend and can bounce back up here and can start to curve back up, then I remain very bullish on Jupiter. And I would consider compounding this long. I have not compounded this long position, but the fact that I've taken profit, it kind of makes sense to do that. So yeah, looks pretty good. Bonk. Yeah, let's look at Bonk. Because Bonk's had a decent pullback over the past few weeks, hasn't it? Bonk. Internal again, isn't it? You swept this low. Is this the POC? Why is it being held down here? Like so much. It's not a POC there, it's much higher. What's causing all of this? What is causing all of this? I don't know. It's just a big even. That drop here from earlier on. What's going on the lower time frames here? This is looking interesting. Something crazy is happening here on Bonk. That is probably picking up some volume. Just looking at this chart, I don't really have much to say on it, but that range that's been forming here, this looks like someone or something is trying to position themselves for a big move, and that could be the point in which stops get hit, in which this starts to launch. Just by I mean, I know it kind of sounds like I'm chatting shit, but those candles look funny to me. And you don't really see stuff like that unless something bigger is about to happen. So, I mean, there is a lot of attention on DeFi again at the moment because of the ERC404 stuff. So if Bonk has another run, that could be really quite a big run. What's the funding on Bonk looking like? It's an interesting looking chart. I don't really have much more to say other than that. I like that sweep. So I like the recovery that it had here, took out those lows, bounced, starting to consolidate beneath this resistance. And I like this. I like this. Yeah, I like how it took out those lows. Hit some stops. Could go. BTC pumping. I mean, what, is it taking out the high again? I did say that it probably wasn't the high. So, yeah. That's why, yeah. I did say, did I not say that that was not enough for a local top? See, I do sometimes know what I'm talking about. Now, could we be looking at a local top happening soon? Is there reason? Is there anything to suggest that this high could be more of a top? I am not opening EXO up again because I do not want the lag again. But this is much better. This is much better. Look at the drop in open interest. Look at the CVD that we have up on these highs. Now, if this as a 5-minute candle starts to close red when you've had a drop like that, then it's looking a little bit more toppy. Now it's looking better. Let's reload this and start to have a look. But so far, no rejection. Okay, no rejection. It is just stopping shorts. It's just liquidating short positions. So until we do start to see that rejection, and until we do start to see something that is giving us reason to believe that this could be a top, spot bid still holding, perp still holding well, then I don't see any reason. But this is better. Okay, now you're squeezing. All right. It's getting close to 46. There's still a bit of a ways to go. Delta still looks good. The liquidations are drying up a little bit. So you are seeing from this. So the fact that, okay, you've got these liquidations not quite as high as they were before, but a bigger drop in open interest. We are seeing more of these long positions that are maybe closing out around here. CVD up, open interest down for the first time. So. Short into weakness if we do start to see it. Now this can continue to move higher. We have a nice level to be looking at. All right, we have the SFP. We then have taken out the highs again. All right. Now what we can be looking at is for a distribution up here. What is this level? This is the top of the 4-hour gap, right? Yes, so we're coming up into the top of that 4-hour gap. Then we've got the 4-hour AB above. And then this will also be value area low of this range. So there is stuff as a reference to be looking at. Now, what you want to see, if open interest does not start to build back up again and start to hold here, and then you can still be looking for higher, but you fail here, okay, then you have short positions that can start to open themselves up. All right, but you short on weakness. You don't short while things are still ripping higher. You short when you see weakness. There so far is not any weakness, but there could be something here. Now, something else to pay attention to is a VWAP. Okay, first test of VWAP is probably going to give you a decent bounce. So if VWAP's over here, all right, first test of VWAP, because we are on a trending day, first test is probably going to give you a decent bounce. You bounce into VWAP, you come back into this as a level. Use, if there is a high here, I don't know if this is going to be the high. We're just starting to see, that momentum could slow. Then you could get a short position. But only if we get caught back below 45,200. Until then, what is the point? Because for all you know, this can just go boom, 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 and keep doing this. Alright? Don't be one of those guys that keeps trying to short every fucking high and gets stopped out a million times a day. Don't do it to yourselves. Wait. Wait for the opportunity. And this is nice. There is good opportunity here. You have a bit of an impulse there. You lose this, you can short it. Raphael, please share with us the alts that you are longing. I just did that, man. I maybe you just joined in, but I've literally just done that. I did it like 5 minutes ago. The alts I am longing. Algo. Okay. A blur spot. DYDX. Yeah. KSM spot. Linkus spot. Pythis spot. Some of these I haven't saved, have I? Jupiter. We know about Jupiter. We just spoke about that one a minute ago. What else was there? I can't remember. Doge, long Doge. Just because it's Doge. Just joined. Yeah. I mean, I've been sharing these with the crew and stuff as well, and on Twitter. But that's basically it. Yeah. Algo. Oh, fucking hell! I'll tell you, and you can scroll back later. I am currently long. I'm long Bitcoin, Algo, Doge, DYDX, Atom, Jupiter. No, I am long KSM, Pyth. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I closed my Ethereum long. I did close my Ethereum long yesterday. I don't know why I closed my Ethereum. I guess it makes sense, right? I just said DYDX. Man, stop confusing me, guys. I did just, yeah, DYDX. I'm long DYDX. I shared that as well. Yeah, I am long DYDX. Right, it's here. I wonder if there's a trade we can take on this. But yeah, DYDX. There it is. Oh yeah! Oh, wow. Opened it on the 5th of February. Oh my god. Look at that, short still getting squeezed. What's happening? Guys, this is like ridiculous. Look. 1 minute chart. Open interest increasing, right? This is how fucking stupid bears are, man. Bears are dumb, right? Real dumb. Don't be a bear, like ever. Or at least not today. Don't be a bear. Open interest increases, and what happens to the CVD? It's going down with price continuing to go higher. And what does that mean? Price is gonna squeeze them higher. All right, more of them liquidated. Silly bears. What happened? Oh my God, bears. They got stopped out. What happens? They try and enter back in again. What happens again? They get liquidated again. Until this stops, and until we see long positions starting to get caught offside, this will continue to squeeze higher. Okay? And we do not know how high this can go, but as long as there are silly bears that keep trying to short within every single stupid consolidation that there is. Look, open interest goes up. Yeah? Open interest up. This is just, remember this. Remember this. Open interest up plus price up plus CVD down means silly bears are opening short positions in an uptrend. Okay? Price up, CVD down, open interest up, shorts have opened within this range. What happens? You squeeze them, you liquidate them. What happens again? Price up, CVD down, open interest up, new short positions entering literally right here. And then what happens? Price comes along and liquidates them. Silly, 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 silly bears. Now this can top out. I know I'm really bullish, and when I'm this bullish, we are probably approaching a local top. But for now, it's not the top. It's not in there. Not until the bears stop. Squeezing out the silly bears. Look at them all. Look at them. Right? All of these bears. All of these silly bears. Keep going higher. Let's do it. And despite all of this, okay, non-financial advice on all of this, okay, I'm just literally just chatting shit. I'm saying what I see. I am saying what I see. But don't long this blindly either, because you're probably, like, as soon as you start to blindly long it and get FOMO, that's when it reverses. I don't make the rules, but if you start longing this, you're going to ruin it for everyone else. All right? If you keep shorting it, if I don't like you, who in here do I not like? I probably like you all. If anyone asks a stupid question, then please do short and keep it going up, and then that makes it good for all of us. But if you start longing this here, that's just simply what's going to happen. If I was to take a long position right now, price would dump. Okay, stop longing it, guys. Seriously, stop it. Now what's going on? I still think we can squeeze higher, but anyway, that's been fun. We've seen it. We've seen bears getting liquidated. At some point, it is going to turn around, obviously. Okay, but yeah, happy days. Look, it's a lot of great. Oh my god, my treadmill has stopped, which means I've been live for, yeah, or at least I've been walking for 2 hours. Turn it back on again. It's cool, look, I can like make my treadmill faster with my little remote control. Okay. Treadmill back on. I forgot that. What am I doing? Streaming is quite enjoyable sometimes, actually. How many people have we got in here? And how many likes? We still haven't really got very many likes. Come on, if you haven't hit the like button already, please do hit the like button, or I will actually cry if we don't have 50 likes by the end of this video. I'll be incredibly sad. I will actually be very, very sad if we do not get 50 likes by the end of this video. Look at NASDAQ, man. I'm missing out on all this goodness, all this beautiful, lovely, lovely chop. Value area low to value area high to value area low to value area high. Lovely, 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 lovely chop. I do want to try and trade this maybe. Although I'm already up on the day, I also don't want to give back all of what I've done already, because it's been quite a profitable day already. So, oh man, this is so clean. Like NASDAQ, long it if it comes down here, short in here, long in here. See which side breaks. Lovely. I should probably take that short position off the screen because I do not want to get people wrecked, but hey, it's there. Luke, can you bring up SKL, SKL or ETC? I will do SKL. I will look at Ethereum Classic. Scale. Binance? Oh my god! Look at this! I'd never traded this. Thursday the 14th of November. I never traded this. Oh, what? Does anyone remember? At some point I charted this up. This must have been on a live stream, probably. I mean, we must have been looking at that high. Wow. Look what we missed out on. Oh my god. Look at that. A 300% move. If I had actually paid attention to my own analysis, that would have been a 42R trade. And the entry we would have got. Ah, man. All right, sorry. I need to chart this now and not be salty. That is crazy. Let me take that back. I don't remember where that was. It was somewhere around here. Hold on. Let me just... There we go. That was the original trade. Fuck's sake, man. If anyone can find the stream, okay, here's a, I will give someone, we took the trade together, by the way, we charted it. Did we? Was this in a trading room? Or I certainly don't think I took the trade. I may have done, I don't scale. Is it on? I don't know if I would have taken it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I did. Maybe I did. Because it is on Woo. I'll have to look this up. I do not remember trading it. Where's the chart gone? Oh, man. No, so this is that like 9th, 10th of May candle again. Where it's got the rejection. Okay, this is a cleaner chart. Daily looks super duperty nice. The 3 drives into the highs. So you have essentially what you got. This is when it came up to the highs. So this was coming up into that big order block that a lot of altcoins have been trapped at recently. 1, 2, 3 drives on the daily. Okay, then price hits that big daily order block, rejects, comes back down to take out the first of those 3 drives on high volume with an immediate impulse higher. Nice. Then what you're looking at is to come back into the reference, which is these lows, because you take them all out. All right. Then you're looking at support around here, which should also coincide with the POC. Higher. Okay, POC's higher. That's fine. Kind of makes sense, right? But you will have a high volume node down here. Now, that's a lot of volume. That's from that move there, isn't it? Volume has really died down. But okay, I like that low was taken. This is consolidation around golden pocket again. And now you've just broken, I mean, it's starting to recover here. And again, that 4 hour, look, 4 hour. You have a bit of a move up, you pop out of this, like long consolidation, similar to what Bitcoin's done. You take out those 4 hour lows. Then when you go onto the lower time frames, this is when it really starts to give you those like sexy entries. There's a gap. There's a gap in here on the 15 minute. Pops into that one. So you've got the daily time frame rolled over onto that 4 hour time frame, which rolls down into the 15 minute. And then through this, you're even starting to break through here. I kind of like this, and this is making me a bit of a bullish bull man. So that similar situation to that other alt, whatever other alt it was. Yeah, whatever other altcoin I charted earlier, where it has this like spring situation, and it's just been consolidating real nice at the lows. Now you got to break that POC. It's unusual that the POC is so high on this. That came up into you're that okay. Then you bring that back, you're here. So similar situation. So whatever it was, what was it I charted earlier? Okay, so you know that there's two entries. This was the this random thingy. Copy image. Is it going to paste? Can't paste it. This guy. We're looking at something similar on here, right? Where you have either the option you've just swept that low, and that and it on its own could be a pretty decent trade, or you wait for a bit of strength, and you, because I mean it's kind of already on the way, and then you're looking for this to break properly some of these higher time frames, and then you're going for the bigger one, because we don't know right now if this move is real. But if you're going to go lower time frames and see if you can roll that over onto the higher ones, which is always what I like to do. I like to try and get my entries on the low time frames, roll them over onto the get my entries on the low time frames, and then see if they can roll over onto the higher time frames. If there could be an entry in here, I mean, if this pops back into here, and you're just trying out a low time frame scalp, all right, using that low, because it did come and sweep lows into this gap here. So if you close back through there, you probably want to get out of that. So you're just gonna invalidation down there. Let's see if it can take out that high. If it can take out that high, then you're basically then through this POC, yeah? Or you're working on that POC, and if it can break that, then who knows? Like, this can just keep on going and going and going and going and going. And that's those kind of situations where you had those low time frames. Exactly what happened previously on this, yeah? Because we had a low, we must have had a low time frame setup, because I charted it. All right, down here, there was a low time frame setup. What happened? It broke a key level. So we were looking at this low time frame setup, breaks a key level, back tests it perfectly, and then off it goes. So you can end up with a situation like this again. It's happened once on this exact asset before. So why can't it do it again? And this was after, yeah, it looks quite nice. It really does look quite nice. But Bitcoin's high right now. What we want to see in order to get altcoins again is for Bitcoin just to flush. Like, if this trade happens, and let's say like if there is to be a flush that takes Bitcoin back down to 44 again, that's when I'd look to bid alts. Now, I don't know, because everything's kind of high already, yeah? But if there's a flush, I'd be very happy to try and catch some bids on some altcoins, because what we've seen through this move is as Bitcoin's been going up, it's been crushing Ethereum, which is bouncing off of that yearly level again. It's been rising here. Now, if Bitcoin cools off, it probably spikes again, because it will just like hit a load of liquidations and stuff, and altcoins will underperform, and then the alts start to take off afterwards. So the Bitcoin dominance then drops afterwards. Anyway, my voice. I need to save my voice, because later on, I am going to be on. So if you guys want to hear any more of me today, then go over onto X, onto Twitter, onto X, and yeah, I will be taking part in this. So Marco joining, really great account on X, always sharing like really good ideas. We're going to be live later on. We're going to be there with Tom Nifty. We're going to be there with Melippo, with Kamza, with myself, with Lars, and